Hello everyone, welcome back to Positron Plays Pyre. It's Dr. Sir Gilman here. He's in a contemplative mood. He's been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his last confrontation with Sir Deluge. Notices you there and slides forth in a solemn manner. This night he knows what he shall do now when all this is over, Master Reader. We Worm Knights, we were all born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all other billions of our kind, to lead our lives however short with glory. From the moment we shove past our wormling brethren and their egg sacks to the very end, we are conditioned to excel, to prevail at all costs. This relentless pursuit of glory, of fame, of self-worth, leads most of this knight's kind only to an early doom. Or in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood. A life of low deceit, abusing one's fellow Worm Knights, shirking one's responsibility, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. There must be more to honor than to lead a life engulfed in endless conflict. He looks at you intently. This knight shall ever seek that honor out, when all this is ended, Master Reader. Thus he owes to you, and he is ever grateful that your guidance led him to this new awakening. But until such time, this knight is duty-bound to the Nightwings. This, the fulfillment of our plan, our pursuit of freedom, is to be his final quest. Well, that's interesting. We're up to 40% now. For what awaits him afterward is no mere quest. The honor that this knight has sought cannot fully be achieved through knighthood, can it? It requires something more. Trust you understand. Slithers off, his head held high. Though not merely in pride, something has changed in him. Oh, he gains +2 presence permanently. Nice. Alright, in the book here we have the Pyre Hearts. Pyre Hearts all follow in the path forged by the Under King Ores, whose many mighty deeds exceed the small stature that somehow contain him. His is the most spirited triumvirate, their courage unfaltering, their hearts full. They live always with vigor, and perhaps they die with it as well. They are the Under King's own kind, as at home above the sea is in it, never ceasing, ever longing as they do for something more. The Under King chose wisely for these qualities, and teaches that a life devoid of passion is a life devoid of life itself. That burning passion is the fuel that drives the Pyre Hearts, and in turn, us all. Alright, anything from Sandra yet? Nothing. Well, let us continue. Now we had to head very, very far north, if I recall. Whoops. Wolfred joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters and approach the infamous Isle of Calmer. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke, one of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagons drive him seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now than even usual, sir. Perhaps I feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, you suppose the chastity were able to make it here intact? They ought to have seen it in the stars, though we shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. Bertrue thinks we can find reagents here. I guess we're gonna land here. Oh no, we can also go to Sharp Shoal. Unusual presence. Huh. Let's go with the unusual presence. I wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amid these waters, though for now you have time left before continuing onward. contact the apparition. As you walk through the dark corner of Sharp Shoal, he senses a presence of some sort, which reaches out to you. Whoa. Presents to you a vision of the adversary you expect to face in the coming right. The apparition is aware of your next adversary in the fights in the rights, Manly. It offers to sway the coming right against him in your favor. Accepting your adversary shall suffer a misfortune that inhibits his performance. Nothing permanent claims decline, and the apparition shall extend its offer to Manly instead. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about this, but we'll do it. You thank the apparition for its generous offer and accept what it proposed. A moment later, the apparition folds in on itself and disappears. You head back to the Black Wagon and cannot help but wonder what exactly it intends to do. Manly shall suffer -2 presence in the next right. Interesting. Well, let's continue. Messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side comes hopping towards your wagon, hearing the eerie stillness of the deathless tempest. Oh, you let it in and offered it some light refreshment, as Ruki would have done. The imp's message turns out to be about him. You learn Ruki's past transgressions have all been forgiven since his return to the Commonwealth. He was even offered a well-appointed home and a place of business. Must have represented just the kind of lavish lifestyle that Ruki always claimed to have had for himself and his extended family. Eventually and somewhat reluctantly, however, he refused the gifts and instead he tracked down Volfred's agents and gave them ample information, thus emboldening their ranks. The last bit of the message sounds as though it was transcribed word for word from something Ruki said. It simply reads, "The rest of you better get back here soon or else." Oh, Ruki. Thanks, buddy. Hard to believe he would have turned down living in that kind of luxury, though maybe he got used to it out here. Tizo have to say, and Tizo is happy to learn that Ruki joined the revolution in the Commonwealth. It seems that Greentail had himself a conscience after all. We understand this Ruki holds no small degree of influence, at least among his kind. Ah, the noble Ruki sets a shining example unto us all. Don't you think he must be sad to have turned down a house? I hope he isn't sad. The news of Ruki's liberation fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. The messenger accepts some scraps to eat from you and rushes off. +1 hope for everyone. Nice. Thanks, Ruki. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kalmar. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidden feel. In the distance you hear odd gibbering noises. Sound like drive imps? Whoa guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? I mean, this is extra special customer. I'm only joking, You're the only customers I've got. Oh, Ron. Got you again, only joking about that too, because I got tons of customers, just they already bought a lot of stuff today, so they're not here, okay? Got just a little something which maybe you'll be into, been hearing about these little numbers for a while, check them out. Twin rings, jeweled band and ruined band. Grants the bearer +2 presence, quickness, and hope. Start around briefly, gain infinite stamina if any ally has a ruined band. Interesting. Thinking these stingers are supposed to be for a couple of lovebirds. Know what I mean, huh? But I could probably use them, provided they was to buy them off me. I was gonna get them for myself, but anyway, let me know if you want them. How much are they? Yikes, expensive. I would like them though. Maybe we can sell off these ones we're not using anymore. So I would like to buy those. I don't know if we'll always use them, but kind of interesting. They're big stat boosts too. Is there no Stardust for sale this time? Doesn't look like it. Lots of pages to read here. Downside travels. You cannot survive the downside if you cannot get around. Howlers shall descend on you, or tempests shall shear you to pieces. Just the way of it. Traveling through the environment is no simple feat. Consider yourself blessed you were born a cur. If not, however, you shall find a means to cross these lands without the benefit of 4 strong paws. Usclorian believes this untamed land can be traversed through means unnatural. Thought at first he meant sorcery, but he suggests invention. Speculates that carriages could cross this land by harnessing its fury. A wild thought. In my case, my paws shall suffice. On the downside, climate. You know of no polite way to describe the climate here. It oppresses every living thing except perhaps the native flora in a few specific areas. Once more, the recommended course is to keep moving. Moving keeps you warm when it's cold. When it's very hot, use what strength you can move to somewhere you can think and breathe. The weather and the downside seems intrinsic to different regions, which my good friend Molten Melith shall describe. Shelter can be difficult to find. You cannot stay in it for very long. Perhaps, however, shelter can accompany you rather than constrain you. Interesting. Deathless Tempest. We waited for the Deathless Tempest to subside. We waited, but the Underking, he merely laughed and laughed, for the Deathless Tempest does not subside. What lies beneath that stretch of sea to cause such an upheaval is best left to myth and speculation. We made passage nonetheless through Sorcerer's Aid and Fortune, scarce seeing the surrounding environs. We did detect a landform to the west. Solian Mur detected there the presence of the treacherous Aid, who lured him into exile and followed him in turn. Mur, in his wisdom, thought it best to be avoided. At last we did arrive on distant lands, though seeming them provided little comfort. The Isle of Kalmar itself. Traitor Kalmar Ropecaller. Excuse me. Whereas he brought about our empire's fall, whereas he nearly claimed the life of our dear soul, and we forgive him. We have forgiven him. We have given a certain thanks to him, for he has played a vital part in the star's plan. If not for him, then we, the 8, would never have aligned. We never found the Ropecaller. He fled into the sea towards an isle, which we knew well to avoid. It was there, we think, that Kalmar's tattered mantle finally did him in among the wild imps. Should the stars ever converge above that isle, it shall be to signify that their long dance across the skies is drawing to a close. I'm just gonna fire up the practice here briefly, because I'm curious about some things. I want to see how Jodariel, Pamitha, and Bertrude work together, and if we can find a place for those rings on them. And maybe exactly how those rings work. I might be having that inventory bug again here. Oh, there it is. Wonder how long it gives you infinite stamina. Not very long. Oh, she did jump. I don't know. I mean, those rings are good, but I should jump there. Oh, does the jewel come back, I guess? That's interesting. It seems like it refreshes periodically. I guess when they come back from being banished. So can we utilize that? Like, can we wait for Jodariel to come back and then get... No, I'm not quite sure how that works. Ooh. Surprised you decided to throw it there. Yeah, I don't know what causes the band to come back into play. It'd be kind of helpful to know that, though. She is very fast. Ooh, dropped it there. A little squirrely to use. Oh, we caught it. Damn. Kind of interesting how they, I mean, the AI is obviously much better at multitasking than I am. Oh, that's not bad. I don't know how I feel about those rings, though. The effect is really good when it happens, but it's a little odd. I think I'd almost rather have the Moon Crest. But we can always sell them back, too, so. But I think that'll do it for now. We'll do the True Right next time against Manly and his crew. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I will... Boy, what's this? Oh, the Tiny Tempest. That's right. Oh, that's cute. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.